Hi Libra, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and that other person. The other person might be could be a significant other. It could be so I don't know, it could be a spouse, it could be a person of interest, even a friend or family member, okay? So you fill in the blank there, but this is as it relates to love, okay? This will be for all Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. And if you're not sure what those signs are, do check my description box below. I have a complimentary link that you could click to find the signs in terms of your birth chart, and then you can check out those other videos as it relates to that, okay? So again, all Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs for Libra. Now, this is a general read, so that goes without saying. It may not resonate for everyone. What I might be talking about on one side, you might resonate with the other better, or vice versa, okay? So you can feel free to change the messages as you see fit, okay? All right, so without further ado, what's going on, guys? All right, happy July, first half of July here, okay? So I hope everyone's enjoying their summer, at least if it's summer where you're at. I do recognize it's not summer everywhere, okay? And if it's not, like I said, I hope that you are actually bringing the sunshine your way, to everyone else, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on for you here, you and that other person. Now, please continue your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I truly appreciate them so much. And then also, if you'd like a personal read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com and we can get you hooked up over there. And I've got some time available right now, so I'm excited, okay? So bring it on, guys, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on for you here. All right, so we're going to start with you over here. Let's see, Libra, what is that? So you've been carrying a heavy burden as it relates to a relationship of some sort. The ones that talk about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. But it looks like that you've been doing the bulk of the kind of the relationship and kind of doing a heavy load. Now, the interesting thing is that this is the end of it. So it's the end of that load that you're having to carry, okay? So, again, if it has to do with a relationship or a situation, that's what's happening here, okay? So it is a 10, which means that it's come to fruition that there is now, the 10 reduces to a 1. You start on that new beginning, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. And it's the 10, right? So, it's really all about taking the responsibility in the relationship, right? It's having some sort of a burden of some sort, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Let's keep it going, see what else wants to come up. Yeah, right after that, you get the Ace of Wands. So this is about, beautiful insight. This is about a inspiration. Libra, this is also about creativity. So you've got this new creativity or this new way that you kind of want to go about in this situation, okay? So that's kind of how I'm seeing it here, but there is an opportunity that is coming your way. So whether you're getting it or you're giving it, okay? It could be the case there, okay? Let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah, you've been tied up in your emotions and kind of sloshing, in the mud a little bit, and feel like you're tied. But all this is saying is slip around, change your perspective on something. Can you look at this situation in a different way? Okay, if it's not the way that you are truly focused on, think of the opposite or something close to it. Perhaps could it be that, okay? And it's just saying just to try that on. It doesn't say you have to accept it, but you can try that on and take it as a possibility in terms of a different perspective in terms of coming through in this situation, okay? Because I do get the swords, and the swords are talking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I think it's you that you can kind of shimmy up back against one of these swords and break free and look at all the different perspectives and see which one kind of feels best for you moving forward, okay, as it relates to this love situation, okay? This could, again, be a partnership, it could be a friend, it could be a situationship, whatever that is, all right? And what else comes into play? Yeah, I think that you kind of do that, you're kind of going within and kind of shining the light on that of which is dark and maybe looking at those different perspectives. So it is about going within, and it's a major arcana card, so you're seriously going within to make some changes, okay, Libra? That's what I see. Because what you don't want is any more strife. You don't want any more competition moving through. And I think that's why you're really looking within, saying, hey, what is it that I really, really want in this relationship or in this situation? Okay, you're really shining the light on that. Because maybe you were a little kind of off balance in terms of your emotions. But again, this is about competition. This is about some sort of adversity in terms of a current relationship, okay? All right, and what else wants to come through? you get the Empress. So you might have your eye on this Empress here, okay? Or you might be taking this on, but this is a person that's carrying on the energy of someone that is very feminine energy, right? You might be tapping into your feminine energy. You like nice things. This could be a pregnancy, so there could be a pregnancy, of some sort, okay? So that could be the case. So just noting that here. So note your comments below, but that's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of passion here as well. Perhaps you're admiring someone that is this Empress type energy, or perhaps you're tapping into your feminine energy, Gem. You might be doing that, and you might be grounding yourself so you can get a fertile ground to establish a birth of a better relationship moving forward, okay? That is another way that you can actually look at this. So that's what I'm thinking, okay? She's got a lot of lush green behind her. She's tapped in, into the energies. She's kind of has that nurturing, that motherly kind of type of kind of love. You feel really safe around this person, or you're trying to gain your stability, your feminine energy of feeling safe within yourself, okay? So let's see what else wants to come through for you. Looks like you've been focusing a lot and working hard, again, on your relationship, or maybe it's just on work itself. You're really, really focused on your pentacles in terms of your stability, but you are going in and looking for your truth, what that truth is for you, okay? It is about, the High Priestess. And when I get the High Priestess here, this is all just telling me is that you're just really, it's about using your intuition in terms of this situation, okay? If you're not sure where to go, you're using your intuition, focusing on what is true for you, tapping into your source, and finding out what's really resonating with you, so you move forward and feel really secure, in a relationship or in your decision, as it regards to the situation, okay? Anything else? So it looks like you've had some opportunities but just weren't really hitting you, okay? Maybe you had an opportunity that came forward for you, but it just wasn't a ton of opportunity that you wanted. But there are opportunities coming into play, but I think you're really meditating, not even looking at what the universe has offering you, or you're not really seeing the love that's in front of you. Okay, very much well could be the case, Libra, okay? So there might be just beautiful, true love that is right in front of you, but you're not seeing it, okay? Because you're so focused in on other things, you might not see that. So open your eyes a little bit, okay? Maybe you're not seeing something or someone, perhaps, the way that you should have, and or that you and that was what was coming out here. And what else? But what's beautiful is now I think that you're recognizing that. Okay, you're recognizing that. You're recognizing, you yourself. First of all, you are being recognized, and perhaps you have a lot of opportunity, for suitors as well. But what you need to do is to really balance yourself first. I think what you're trying to do is to really balance yourself moving forward, and you are really kind of going forward in a brand new way. Okay, you want something new, and you're moving forward kind of like as the Fool, like as some sort of gypsy moving forward and saying, listen, I'm going to take what I have and move forward and focus on my life right now, balance my life out a little bit, through this process, and just get some rest and really go within and figure out what it is I really want in a relationship moving forward. Now, if you've been after someone or interested in someone, just know that these are the Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I think you're taking on that competitive energy, and you want to be the victor in this. You want to be the victor in this situation. Okay, so it's a love situation. You're sad because things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to, what you were focusing on, but notice that it's not done yet. You've got a couple more cups behind you, okay? So if you're sad about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, maybe that's just you taking some of that energy, if you have that in your chart. But if that other person has those in their chart, perhaps you were saddened by something that really didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and perhaps it was a third-party situation. It could have been the case, or you really wanted a celebration, and I think it was this person. I think you were sad, either from your actions or the other person's actions. That it could have been a third party and you actually walked away, or that other person walked away. So let's take a look at this other person right now, see what wants to come up. They get the 10. Look at the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. This is something that they're focused on this right now. This is what they want, okay? This is what they want. They want the happy family life and that type of thing. So they want that Ten of Pentacles, and they're manifesting and focused in on that right now, and they're making smart decisions. They're using the Emperor. The Emperor is very disciplined, right? It's a major arcana card. It's very disciplined in the process, right? And the Emperor is just very decisive, moves forward, and really is about structure and taking a stand, whatever that is for this person. They have actually gone within and are focused on what it is that they want. They had to go within to get the enlightenment of what they want, and they're looking really long term on the love that they want long term, okay? The Three of Wands is just looking long term, planning for the future, having passion and also love for the future and what that actually looks like for them, and as it relates to love, right? They've had an ending and had to cut something out, so they've had an ending in their life, but it looks like that. It looks like that the Knight of Swords comes through, is that they move forward with passion, okay? They could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that are coming towards them, whether that's you coming towards them or, it could be the case. I don't know, Libra, if that's something that you're doing, but it's almost as if that, they're passionate towards you, because it's coming towards you. So if they don't have it in the sign and this is not you, maybe that's them, perhaps. But what they don't want is they don't want any devil or toxic energy. They want to cut out any type of behavior in the past, any types of toxicity, any third party, any sort of codependency or anything of the sort. They don't want any of the sort of that, and they really want to focus on the two, which is about duality. They want to make progress in this relationship, and they want to discover what it is about you and what this is and what their love life really involves, or but it does look like that they get the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands comes through. The eights are about change. The Wands are all about there's been a change. Perhaps this person lives far away, Libra. That could be the case. There is communication that comes from them, or perhaps you're providing communication to them, but maybe there's some sort of travel, okay? What it is that things that were hidden in the past, it's like almost as if that something that was hidden in the past, and now they actually get the prosperity that they want and the manifestation what they want. So it's gonna, maybe what was hidden in the past. It's almost as if there's communication that comes from them focusing and manifesting, even though they can't see it quite yet. They know it's coming, and then they get the Ace of Pentacles, and that's again manifestation. That is really moving forward with manifestation, prosperity. That's what they're focused on. They no longer want to be left out in the cold. They are really moving forward, and they want things that are balanced. Okay, now this could be you as well, Libra, kind of balancing things out with them, maybe helping them out, they helping you without, but they're actually stabilizing their emotions. She's becoming the queen, or he or she. I'm just saying she because it happens to be on the card. Is balancing their emotion with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about, influence and being calm, intuitive, very, very compassionate, and looking at her choices and what it is that they want to do moving forward. But they do have an offer, whether you're making this Libra to them or they're making that to you. There is an exchange of lovers here. Okay, could be there's Leo here too, so it could be Gemini, Libra, could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That might be in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or their Venus. But there is a Lovers card, and it's quite beautiful, and that's what I see coming through here. There is an opportunity of love. Now, we left you with the third party, kind of three people celebrating over here and one walking away. So it could be that this other person walked away, or you just walked away because it was too much of a third party. Perhaps, I don't know if Libra, you're married and you've got another person, or perhaps they are. Could be the case. But what's interesting, what's interesting is that I get the King of Wands. After walking away, I get the King of Wands, and the Kings are about authority, and you're focused on your vision and your entrepreneur, your business, that type of thing. So you're really focused on that. And this other person gets the Queen of Pentacles, which is focusing on her stability as well. She's also a visionary too. She's an influence, but very down to earth, very motherly kind of type person. And I think she's focused on her prosperity and moving forward. Yeah. So that's what I see here. How interesting, guys. Let's see what it is that you want to say to this person and what this other person wants to say to you. Let's see what wants to come up here. So what you want to say to them, Libra, okay? Because I really think that there was some sort of ending on your side, quite frankly. You know, kind of in a nutshell, I really feel that there was some sort of ending that had taken place for you where you walked away, and maybe 3 people was just a little bit too much, and you're saddened because things didn't kind of work out the way that you wanted to, you know, and you got to get some rest, kind of getting your balance again, right here, right? But you are being recognized, you know, in terms of others, okay? But you know that you've been working really, really hard. And I know that you were kind of lost in your emotions a little bit, kind of needed to gain your stability, but you did, you know, it's just all about a new beginning for you here. There is a brand new beginning for you, and that's what I see here. Yeah, and you might even, with this new beginning, you should become stable. You might go forth and bring an offer to this other person, Libra, is what I'm seeing, okay? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing. But there'll be a judgment. Yeah, there'll be some sort of decision, but I do believe that can kind of come into play. So what is it that you want to say to them, Libra? Okay, let's see what this is. Here we go. This is it. I'm sorry. Oh, so it maybe you know where this stems more so than anyone else. Okay, so is there an apology that needs to be said? Only you know that, Libra. Okay, so note your comments below. What is it that you need to say sorry for? Okay, so that's what I see coming through here. Okay, this is really, really beautiful, and this really comes forth when you really truly want to let your partner know how bad you feel in some way, you know, shape or form of something, you know, and also that you really do care about them enough to say I'm sorry, okay, and not the sorry that you bump into someone on the street and just, you know, on the shoulder say, oh, I'm sorry, you know, and keep moving on. It's like, this is a heartfelt sorry. This is a love sorry type thing, okay? That I care about you sorry. So that's what I see coming through that you want to say to them, okay? So note your comments, okay? So let's see what it is that they want to say to you, okay? Let me see here. Let's see. I gotta shuffle, just make sure. Okay, here it is. Okay, all I'm feeling right now is your position, and I need you to come back so I can relate to you and not your position, okay? So I guess what this person is basically saying is that I know sometimes we get set up on our ways of trying to say something and stand in our own, what we feel is our position on a certain subject. But if you break it down and you say that I want to relate to you, not about your position, but I want to relate to you, that drops down from the head and dropping down to what is neither right or wrong, just dropping down to the heart and say, listen, I want to communicate to you heart to heart here, you know, and I want to relate to your heart. I don't want to relate to that position in your stance there. Let's drop down to this and see how we really feel. But that's what's actually it actually turns off the confrontation and kind of that you know, that competition or enemy type thing into, what are we really talking about here? Let's just break this down. Is this really that big a deal? Or, you know, where's your stance on, you know, how do you really feel, you know, as it relates to this situation? So that's what I'm sitting over there. So let me see if there's anything else, Libra, you want to say to them. Okay, here it is. What is it? Okay, here it is. Fear not. I'm not on a tear. I just want to say one simple thing. So really what it is, perhaps Libra, you just want to share just one thing to this person, and you're not going to go on a landslide of things that you do or don't like in the relationship. You're starting with one thing, okay? Don't overwhelm someone, right? So that's what I see coming through here. So yeah, it's just, you want to say one simple thing and you want them to pay attention to that one thing because it's important to you. And that's good. Granted, it is that one thing, right? So I think it's beautiful, right? Yeah. So it's really beautiful. Yeah. So that's nice. And what is it this other person wants to say? I know I haven't made it very safe for you. Please don't give up on me. Aw, how cute. Okay, so this is just saying is that maybe this person was a little bit, you know, in some way kind of rubbed you the wrong way and made you want to kind of, you know, and maybe it was their tonality, maybe the way they said something, maybe something that they did. And again, maybe it got heated a little bit. Maybe they raised their tone of voice, whatever that is just saying is that, I didn't mean, to scare you in any way, shape, or form, and I know I haven't made it a very safe place for us to communicate, but I do want you to know, please don't give up on me. Okay? So that's what's coming into play here. So note your comments, all right? Woo! All right, so let's see if there's anything that can kind of breach the gap in this. Okay, let's see what what wants to come through for both of you as it relates to this situation. What's going to really help in this situation if you have this conversation, right? Okay, welcome the conversation. So if one of you wants to come forth and have a conversation, you welcome it. Okay, welcome it. There's some things to say. This is beautiful. This is the communication. Okay, this is that throat chakra. It's about communication, verbal, written, online, social, whatever it is what's coming into play here. This is also spirituality and insight. So using the crown chakra, this is passion. That red is that passion. So it's bringing the communication, that spirituality and passion together, and then having and welcoming that conversation. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So welcome it either way. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come through. What's going to help you in the process? Observe. Okay, so maybe one of you is observing the other, okay, and maybe it's through their communication, and so you can understand them more spiritually on the spiritual side. That could be the case, because that's what I see coming through here. A lot of communication is necessary. It's really highlighting communication, guys. So if you're not communicating, this is saying you need to do that. Observe each other, and don't just observe the words, observe their tonality. Observe their facial expression, observe their mannerisms, all of that. That is going to help you understand where they're coming from. Because sometimes, it's kind of like words a lot of times don't teach us, but our experiences teach us, right? That really embeds and creates an imprint in us. So observe the other person, and not just the words, but observe how they're delivering the words and everything else as well, okay? The energy that you're experiencing in that exchange too, all right? So that's going to be very, very helpful. And anything else, let's see what else. Let's see what else wants to come through that might help here, okay? Self-love. Oh, Libra, I love this. So give yourself a little bit of loving, okay? Focus on you and make sure that you're giving yourself that self-love that is necessary, because you have nothing to give unless you have this in yourself, right? You have nothing to give. So let it work through your bones and do things that are going to make you feel good about yourself, whether it's getting the rest, whatever it is that you need to do, Libra, go ahead and do that, because it's going to help branch things out so much better. And it helps you branch out and extend love to others around you in a very spiritual way, okay? And people can get that type of feeling through that energy. So it's asking you to do that. And you'll see right in the center here, that is that yellow. And you also you can kind of see a little bit of that. Yeah, it's like the center. This is the solar plexus. That self-love just gives you even more and more confidence in yourself, okay, and confidence in your relationships, okay. So there you have it. Okay, Libra, I look forward to seeing you in the second half of July. And please note your comments. Let me know how this resonates. And until then, namaste.